Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been forever since I've last uploaded, and it probably has been forever. But things have been quite busy, and just the way my schedule works and the way my husband's schedule works, I just don't have like a quiet moment to record any audio for my videos. And so for a while I actually was concerned, but sorry, I was actually considering just, uploading a speed build, which is music, no audio. And part of me was like, I think that will work because I feel like I'm a little awkward sometimes during audio recordings. But you know what? I was like, just stick to it. That's what you started doing, and just do it. So my husband did start working weekends, or rather every other Saturday for just a few hours today. So I was like, okay, great. I am going to go to the game room and I'm going to record audio and just get it done with, because it's been a while. Probably longer than a while. But work has been keeping me busy, and during the holidays my dad did come, so that was nice. I have the last time I saw him before he came was in 2016, 2017, like the holiday season too. So it felt, it was like 2 years. So it was nice. We had a lot of fun. We went to a few places that we've never been to before, so that was good. But really, for him, I feel like it was just to come here and relax and take some time off of work. Which I'm really glad he was able to. I think he was here for a little over 2 weeks. So that was nice. But obviously I was really upset when he left. But you know what? I just, gotta make the most of the time we have together. But anyway, today I am redesigning or renovating, however you want to say it, the 131221 Chic Street apartment. And I have to say, I really like just the space that you're given with this apartment. Like, it's not narrow, it's not long, it's just nice space to work with. I did struggle a little bit at the beginning, kind of trying to figure out where I wanted to put things. But I am very happy with the way it turned out. And I think it may be one of those like apartments that I'll redesign or redecorate every now and then. But for now, I think I'm just gonna keep it as is. Excuse me. I did redesign other apartments, and the other day I did live stream as well. I live streamed a kind of modern home, so I don't know if that's gonna go up next or another apartment renovation. We'll see, depending on how I feel. So I really like the kitchen area. It's small, but it works. And I really like the counters. I don't think I've ever really used them before. I always find myself going back to the same counters, and you'll see in like my future videos, I probably did, those same counters. But I do like this. I at first thought it was a little weird to not have like a formal dining table, and instead my sim just has the counters, or rather the island to eat out of, to eat on. I don't, you get the point. But it works. Like, I don't really see my sim living here as the type to have like guests over, and the reason for that is because I did the doctor career with her, and so she just doesn't have time for that. But as you can see, I am just kind of putting in like the furniture down, and then I get to decorating a bit more, changing the wall colors and all that. I just wanted to see how everything worked out with everything kind of placed down. So it's a lot of darker tones in this apartment, which I like. Like, personally, I like darker tones. Like our house right now, actually, it's more of like a gray theme. Like, that's kind of the furniture color we're going for, is shades of gray, and obviously like dark woods. I am mixing woods in our house, and I just feel like if it's the same just wood color all throughout, then it's almost like a home or whatever from like a magazine or like a showroom. And so even in like my Sims build, every now and then I'll do mixed colored woods, so long as they're kind of all warm tones or all kind of colder wood tones. But I don't mix the cold and warm, although I feel like sometimes it happens just because I really like a furniture piece and it just doesn't work out with another. But the nice thing about The Sims is that I feel like a lot of the stuff end up matching, so they look nicer, but I feel like in real life it's hard to kind of get that. So for the bedroom of the Sim, I was like, should I do a door that closes, or should I just do an open one? And I decided, let's do an open one. Like, it just doesn't, I don't know, for me it didn't make sense to have like a closed off bedroom door if she's not even gonna have people over a lot. I really like that standing mirror, or what do you call that mirror? A full length mirror. I really like that. So in a lot of my future builds, or my builds now actually, you will see that in almost every single one of them. And I feel like you may call me out on that. But I like it, and I just like adding mirrors to spaces too, because I feel like it opens up the space more, and it's just a nice like decoration. So the bathroom, I started doing this thing where I kind of push the shower into the walls a little bit so that you don't see the tiles, and I like the look of it, because then, I don't know, for me it's like a more modern look, and I wish we had shower stalls that were bigger than just a 1x1 like square, because I love the looks of like longer or like wider showers as compared to just like a little cube. I feel like that's more accurate of how showers are now. I don't know, it's just me, but I like the look of that shower in particular. I think it's the one from oh my goodness, I forgot the expansion pack, but I like the look of that one because if you push it into the wall, it looks like a modern shower. The all glass and everything. So with the walls in this house, I did that dark kind of purple eggplant color, and I mixed in gray as well. I didn't want like the same color all throughout. I wanted to mix it up a little bit, and it works. So I did the purple because that's kind of, I feel like that's the one theme, I guess, to kind of go around. Like the couch was that color, so I was like, let's just do this for the walls too, as kind of like an accent color. Another thing you'll find that I do a lot, I don't know if I started in this build or maybe even previous ones, but for sure in my future builds, I use a lot of that exposed brick look, and I just love it. I love the look of exposed brick, and I'm trying to find ways to convince my husband to have an exposed brick wall in our house, even if it's just one of those like things you stick on the wall to get that look. But I like it. Like here I used it in the kitchen area, and it works in other builds of mine. It's like the accent wall. I also have been finding myself using those ceiling lights and kind of sizing them down, that way they're not too obvious. And like when you, I don't know, when you play, are they kind of blocking you? I don't remember. I don't think so. Or I clearly have not been playing a lot of Sims, like just to play them. I find myself kind of going on the Sims more to build rather than to actually do any gameplay, or live gameplay. Is that what you would call it? I would think so. But anyway, yeah, so I just find myself using those ceiling lights a lot more and just sizing them down and, you know, lighting up the space. And yeah, I also find myself using those floor lamps a lot. I will put it like right next to the bed or a desk or even like a couch. I don't know. I'm hoping I grow out of it, but I still keep doing it, and I just love the look of those floor lamps compared to the other floor lamps that we have right now. I don't know. I feel like we need more variety. I feel like we do, but I always just go and end up using the same ones anyway, or the same one. I'm sorry. For the floor in the kitchen, I didn't want to use the wood. I kind of wanted to separate it a little bit, just because for me it doesn't make sense to have, you know, wood floors in the kitchen when you can potentially spill stuff all over and ruin your nice wood floors. I've also been putting bins in the bathroom a lot. Just I feel like it's more realistic if you have bins in the bathroom too. And I've been trying to be really good about not forgetting to put a bin in the kitchen. I wish this coffee maker wouldn't just immediately go like in the center of the counter, because I can do so much more with that counter space. But it's, you know, it is what it is. I've also been trying not to clutter too much. Like, I feel like for some builds it works, or depending on, you know, the style that you're going for, it works. But sometimes it just doesn't, but I find myself cluttering it up anyway, even just a tiny bit, to kind of make the space look more homey. I really like the seasons pack. Like, I don't know, I think it's really cute that you can go through the seasons and everything. And also because I feel like I just really like the umbrellas. Like, I really like the one that looks like a watermelon. Even though, fun fact, I hate watermelons and melons in general, like cantaloupes, honeydew. I just like even just thinking about it, I kind of like gag a little bit. But you know, it's just cute. Like, I like the look of it, but just don't ever feed me watermelons. Don't ever cut a watermelon near me, and we're good. I also really like, if you see those like chilies in the corner of that counter, I really like those, like to use them as decoration. I just think they're cute, and I love that they come with like the different chili colors, and I like sizing them down to kind of play with it a little bit also, so that it's not just, you know, a couple of big jars cluttering up the space. I built this, or rather I redecorated this apartment quite some time ago, so honestly I don't remember a lot of what I was doing, and so I'm just chatting with you guys, which is nice. I put those kind of like certificates there just to show like, oh yeah, she went to medical school, you know, whatever, because my sim, again, that lives in this apartment, I did the doctor career with her, which I think is challenging. Like, sometimes I can't tell what the patients actually have, and I found myself actually diagnosing patients wrong once in a blue moon. Although it's happened like in the detective or police career too, I think I've accused someone wrong also, and I think it gets more challenging as you go. My one problem about like those careers anyway, the ones where you go with them, the life careers, is that what they're called? I find myself like running out of time a lot, or just being, like, oh gosh, like her work day's ending soon. I should like get all of this stuff done as soon as I can. And I feel like maybe I should do my own, or rather design my own like hotel or police station, just to make it easier for me, like have everything kind of close by. That way she's not walking like long distances or whatever. But we'll see. I'm kind of scared to do that. Like, I've considered it many times to redecorate, the police station and the hospital, but I feel like I'll always screw something up, or it just won't come out nice, or because it's so large scale, I'll get bored and just like rush everything. So we'll see. Right now what I'm using is, I downloaded the Sim Supplies police station, which is huge, but I feel like everything is kind of close in, kind of. But I just like the look of his, and so I did that, and then I downloaded Deligracy's hospital, and so that's what I'm using. But again, I feel like everything, just to make it easier also, I feel like there's a way where we can find that all of the stuff that you need to do can be close in. We'll see. It's just, like I said, it's hard, like when you're actually playing it and then it's taking forever to go from point A to point B. It eats up a lot of time, and I find myself like being able to do less in the work day than I probably could. I love decorating spaces with a lot of plants, and you'll see that here a little bit, and in my future builds you'll see that too. And sometimes what I like to do is, instead of just having one plant in like the corner, I'll do one and then like another plant in like a smaller pot right next to it. I just like the look of it. I like the look of having plants in your home. I'm hoping we can do that here in our home. But right now, we're still slowly furnishing the house. Like, I don't know if I mentioned this in my previous video, but we just bought a dining table, which I love. Mostly wood. The seats are nice. They're still firm because we don't use it a lot, but it's our formal dining table. And so we have 4 like regular chairs and then a bench. And I feel like my husband was getting really annoyed with me because I was like, no, I want a dining table with a bench. Like, I don't want all chairs. I want one bench. And like, I feel like at some point he just gave up and was like, okay, you know what, whatever, just pick the dining table that you want so that you're happy. It worked out. So I really like the table. Like, it's kind of modern looking, not too much. It's still wood. So it's still kind of classic, I feel like. And then we just bought a couch as well for the family room. It's a lot more clunky than I would have liked, but we came to the agreement that the couch that I like will go into the front room instead, for like a formal sitting area. So, I was like, okay, fine. Well, let's go for comfort in the family room as opposed to something that looks nice. I don't know. But he got to pick the couch because I picked the dining table. But thankfully, I'm sorry. Thankfully, we agreed on the couch. So, like the color-wise and everything, we agreed. I think there were 3 that we were looking into. One of them was kind of a lighter gray, almost gray blue, and I said no to that immediately. Like, I like the look of it, but just the color for me did not make sense to have in our family room, because we do have a dog who just turned 2 this month. We do have she's a Shih Tzu, and she likes to jump up and down on the couch a lot because we spoil her. So I was like, let's get like a darker gray, that way if it gets dirty because of her, it's not too obvious. And thankfully he agreed on that too, and so we got the one that we did. She's so cute. We got her steps and everything too to get up on our bed, and it took a while to train her, but now she's good with it. Sometimes I feel like she's better going up the stairs than going down, because halfway down the stairs she ends up jumping off instead, and I keep telling her, you need to stop that because you're either gonna hurt your legs, your back, I don't know, just stop. But yeah, I like what I did here with the shelving and cluttering it up with the books. I just thought it was really cute. I didn't know what to do with the space. Like, I didn't want to put wall decorations like paintings or anything like that, so I was like, you know what, maybe I'll just clutter it up with books, which works. And I feel like I may have put the shelving a little too high, or maybe the those figures that I put were too big. In the screenshots of the space, you'll see that dog figure cuts up into the ceiling a little bit. And then I still felt like there wasn't enough on the wall, like it was still a blank space. So I just put that like cork board. Maybe it's like her little reminder board or a mood board or whatever. I don't know. I just thought this works instead of like a painting. And it was the same for the bathroom. Although every now and then, sometimes I feel like, okay, a blank, just very clean bathroom looks nice. But for this one, I was like, no, let's put something on the walls. And I love the laundry day stuff too. I just like being able to do that in The Sims 2, and it just feels very much like real life, even though some people are like, well, why would you want to do laundry in the game too? But anyway, here are the screenshots of the place. I love how everything came out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know I was kind of rambling on and on for a while there, but thank you for watching and for listening and for being patient with me and my weird upload schedules. But yeah, this is up on the gallery, so feel free to download it, and I will see you next time. Bye.